Hi there, Earth. It's so funny to say that. Oh, this is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is the reading for the Earth Collective, the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Um, for the week of the 22nd through the 28th of May. So it's the beginning of Taurus, beginning of Gemini. Yeah. So I'm in the middle of readings, right? And sometimes between the elements, I take a little break, like a 3-minute break. I take a little drink, I go to the bathroom, I walk around a little bit, I have a piece of fruit. And it was like, it seems really dark and I don't know, I really want to see the sunset. And they weren't don't pay attention to forecasts. That is it. Right. So the forecast could be more than the weather, oh, well, the economy is so bad, it's a bad time to do this. Oh, um, you know, things change moment to moment. So be ready. So I went upstairs and I was like, and oh, it's not going to rain today. It's only 17%. Well, guess what? It started raining, which is fine. But I was up there for that moment. It was like, oh. So I came back down and like, that's the message. Don't pay attention to forecasts. Let's see what the cards have to say. There's no weatherman, what do you call it? Card that I know of. Yeah. It's really interesting because okay, so I start with the temperance card, then I have the Hierophant, and then the 8. Um, so temperance is really about rebalancing things, about alchemy. And it's like being in the kitchen and trying something new. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like, well, I think I'll put anise in this. There's no formula. Like, don't be afraid to switch things up, to experiment. That's what I'm getting. And then I have the Hierophant, which is just about change. But also the Hierophant is really interesting because it's about change, but it's also about tradition and ritual. So let's say, you're very, I don't know, organized and meticulous and this and that. It's like, switch it up a little bit, and then form a new ritual. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. So, like in the morning, I have a whole ritual that I do, right? I wake up and I go to the roof now and I say some prayers and then I meditate and then I write my manifestation and then I do an IET on myself. But, sometimes it's like, I want to do this first, or I get the messages right away because I ask for messages. And sometimes I'm getting the messages like the minute I wake up. So I do that. And it's like, sometimes I wake up at this time, sometimes I wake up at that time. And it's like, okay. And then there are days, very rare, but like, I don't get around to it. I only do 2 out of the 3 or 3 out of the 4 or whatever. And it's like, okay, be flexible, you know, it's the rainy season. Just because it says it's not going to rain, it's a rainy season. It could rain every day here. And so that means that if I'm out and about, it's best to wear leather shoes so that because I have like these, what do you call it? Mesh sneakers, and they're super comfortable. Don't get me wrong. They're the most comfortable ones I own. But like in the afternoon, not a good idea to wear them because it's like if they get wet, they'll be wet for 3 days. So it's like, be flexible, have the umbrella in your bag. Sort of thing. Okay. And then I have the 8 because it's like anything can happen, like messages and things can change from all over the place. It's like, okay, I'm ready for it to change. Yeah. And I'm ready to go on whatever road I need to go on. Second 8. And 8s are about abundance, right? And it's really interesting because it's about awareness and abundance. Because abundant, you know, we always think of like abundance means a lot of money, abundance means a big house. Abundance means a full freaking experience, right? Abundance means I'm at the beach and there's a storm. Abundance means I'm at the beach and there's a shark in the water. Abundance means I get to see the plane with the thing. It means I get to build sandcastles. It means I get to go in the water. It means there are jellyfish in the water. It means it all. It's like, and that's what this is, right? And it's just go with it, you know, because don't pay attention to forecasts like that. And I know Earth isn't really comfortable with that, but it's like, okay, you know, you don't have to be comfortable in order to like make it work. Wow. So I think this is the third time this came up. You're my last element this week because you know I do a different order every week. La la la. Um, Now I'm getting into the whole reading because I've incorporated new things, right? Because I've been willing to experiment with tradition and use all the energy that's coming to me, right? I'm willing to go on a new road and bury what no longer works in order to make something fertile. Yeah, I always thought that this would be the kind of business that I have, or this is the kind of job that I had, or this kind of relationship would be like this. And now, you know, things changed and I'm changing with them. This one's come up a lot too. Maybe there's something in the past that's coming up to the fore. Maybe there's something in the past. It's almost like I buried that. I got this for another sign too. I buried that part of myself. This is really interesting. I buried that part of myself. And now it wants to revive itself. And instead of resisting it, I'm allowing it to come to the fore. I'm allowing it to come to the fore. Instead of pretending it's not there, instead of denying myself. Wow. It's like this old feeling coming up that I haven't paid it. Like I pretend is not there. I can't pretend anymore. And, it's good. It's good. It's not, it feels good. It feels like it, you know, I want to say, you know, how like, you know, you can't, I'm not even going to use the metaphor because I'm going to put like a bad thing in you. It's like I didn't plant those flowers there, but somehow they seem to come up everywhere and they're lovely. And it's leading me down a new path. It's leading me down a new path. And I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with it. Yeah, like that's really interesting because you know, a lot of times like the change happens, you know, and you know, even if it's a good change, we all get like weird, um, or uncomfortable or unsure, and you're kind of good with it. You're like, yeah, okay, we could do this. We could do this. I'm allowing this to morph and change and grow and reveal itself. Very interesting. It feels really good. It feels really like something really lovely, something really loving, really kind, really comforting coming up from inside of you, or maybe in the outside world, but affecting you. And it's like, oh, this is really nice. And that's what it feels like. It feels really nice. It feels really nice. Um, Wonderful. Interesting. Okay. Extended readings are available for members. Membership is $4.99 a month. Please become a member. Membership allows you to watch all the extended readings for all the elements, plus the collective, and it really helps support the channel. I offer private readings. I offer IET, which is a healing modality which can help you to remove trauma. I offer pendulum clearing, which is similar. Also helps you to remove trauma, balance your chakras, etc. I also teach that. And I think it's a really valuable class. And I would love to have, the opportunity to teach to a lot of people. And I think that's it. And tarot readings, of course. So if you're interested, press the button, ripecolor.com. No, ripecolorcommunity.com. Scarves are still available at ripecolor.com. They have 2 sites now. Maybe I'll have 6 by the end of the week. I don't know. I'm in change and morphing too. All right. Blessings. See you soon.